JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, the series that's completely infamous for holy shit, is that a motherfucking JoJo reference? And constant berating from fans, ridiculing anyone who hasn't seen this series. The countless amount of memes alone solidify the series at the top of fans' hearts. Whether it's crappy fan translations, wacky and slightly sexually questionable poses the characters do, or just certain lines that fans just can't stop repeating, JoJo has built itself as one of the most influential anime series of all time. Now you may be asking, Brent, surely you didn't let all the hype get to you. Surely you didn't become a JoJo craze addict whose void can only be filled with more JoJo. And for that I say, I totally didn't. Okay, of course I freaking did.
Yeah, is it?
JoJo has quickly become one of my favorite pieces of media ever created, right under Spider-Man of course. JoJo is otherworldly, never before have I become completely engrossed into an anime series to the point where my family has to wonder what happened to their son. Why is he buying so much Japanese merchandise? Why can't I understand what he's saying? Where did I go wrong? Whether it's the volumes of manga I own, the copious amounts of posters and figures I bought online, or just the countless amounts of times I've said, yeah, it is it. I've fully let the JoJo's disease take over and encapsulate my life. And I'm okay with that. JoJo has brought out a pure passion in me that I haven't felt in a while. Just me making this video after years of hiatus was driven by wanting to tell everyone about this ingenious world I've fallen into. But before we deep dive into the show, I need to give you a brief history about my experience with anime.
Vocal percussion on a whole nother level, coming from my mind. Vocal percussion on a whole nother level, coming from my mind.
I started out as a total hater of anime. Yes, it's true. For most of my life, I would never understand why all my friends are enjoying these weird Japanese cartoons. Why not just read comic books? See, I've always been a huge superhero nerd. Everything I've ever enjoyed in my life was a video game or a superhero, which is why Spider-Man has always been my favorite creation of all time. But it got so bad that any movies or TV shows I'd watch had to include some sort of tights-wearing crime fighter. I've since expanded my taste and tried to become a movie critic, but back then I wasn't so forgiving. It wasn't until 12-year-old me was sitting in choir class with my friend Sierra. See, she was a huge weeb. She didn't flaunt it around, but she really liked anime and manga, her favorite being Naruto. Well, one day I sat next to her while she was reading Death Note. I got so bored that I asked her to borrow it, and from then on I was hooked. I read every volume she had and immediately went on YouTube and watched the anime. I sat up into the wee hours of the night watching every bit of that murder mystery as I could. Once I finished that, I moved on trying to find more. I watched a few, but the next one that would sink its teeth into me was One Punch Man. Due to my absolute love for superheroes, this was a show that was constantly recommended to me. After one long binge session, I was at awe with what I just witnessed. From One Punch Man grew my understanding of anime and Japanese culture. I found myself actually jamming out to anime OPs and looking for more anime. I watched a lot more and even became obsessed with a few, but none took me over as much as when I finally found myself face to face with JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Now I know that was a very long-winded explanation, but I say this to solidify a point. Death Note is what made me interested in anime. One Punch Man is what made me understand anime, and JoJo's Bizarre Adventure is what made me fall in love with it. JoJo had me hooked from the beginning with its beautiful art style and gorgeous color work. Honestly, one of my favorite things about JoJo is how they handle color. It's honestly like there's no canon color scheme. The author, Hirohiko Araki, and the animation team of David Production handle color in an amazing way. They use it to illustrate certain feelings or emotions into a scene without jamming it into your face that this is how you're supposed to feel. They take wonderful liberties from time to time, like the constant color changes where Jonathan and Joseph's hair will suddenly turn purple. It's such a weird and stupid detail, but it's one of the things I love most about the show and could honestly warrant its own video in the future. JoJo is currently on 5 parts in the anime and 8 parts in the manga, spanning over almost 32 years. Part of the fun of the series is just to see how far Araki has come as a manga artist. You can see a huge tonal shift comparing part 1 to part 8, which is the best thing you can say about an artist creating any art. Araki could have played it safe and continued to draw roided out high schoolers for 30 years, but instead he decided to shake up the formula and reinvent his entire series because he wasn't happy doing the same thing over and over again. You can see this clearly from the first chapter of the Part 4 manga. Josuke is first drawn as a roided out freshman since this is immediately following Part 3, but as Part 4 progresses, you can see the shift of Araki's newly found drive and formula for drawing manga, which is still in use to this day heading into Part 9. Art aside, one of the major aspects of JoJo that keeps me tuning into every part is the storytelling and the brand new setting that comes along with it. Along the way from Part 1 we've had a sibling rivalry / vampire story taking place in 1880s London, a story of man versus god in early New York, a globe-trotting adventure in 50 days to defeat Dio from Part 1, now with all caps, a murder mystery taking place in a very small town in Japan, all the way up to the recent anime arc of a young boy aspiring to be a gangster in Italy. And that's only through the anime. Araki wasn't okay just doing the same thing over and over again. Every part is a standalone story that also manages to fit into the entire storyline. The most popular part, without a doubt, is Part 3, also known as Stardust Crusaders, which puts our main JoJo, Jotaro Kujo, which also happens to be my legit favorite anime protagonist ever and the winner of my heart, and his crew on a mission to travel to Egypt in 50 days in order to defeat Dio and stop the sickness that's following over Jotaro's mom and Joseph's daughter. Oh hey, Joseph from Part 2 is here! He's Jotaro's grandfather and acts as the team's leader and the support for Jotaro. Now when I first watched Stardust Crusaders, I was entirely blown away. I never thought anything could ever top that. Well, until I watched Part 4. Diamond is unbreakable.
Good morning.
We follow our new main JoJo, Josuke Higashikata. I won't spoil his significance, but Jotaro's here too. Part 4 takes place in a small town called Morio, where the sky is yellow and the trees are blue. Here we're already told that this town isn't normal and there's something wrong here, which falls into the plot as we find out the gang needs to solve the mystery of a mysterious serial killer running around Morio. I'm not going to spoil the villain, but I think he's my favorite villain in the entire show, and that's a topic that will definitely get its own video in the future. My point is, the show keeps setting expectations and utterly smashing them. I go into every part thinking that things couldn't possibly get better than what I just witnessed, only to get proven wrong again and again. I've realized now, JoJo gets better with every part. After I finish each part, I immediately say, damn, that was my favorite part. I can't help but respect a show that starts rocky and continues to raise the bar continuously with no stops in sight. I can't name many shows I've watched that have been able to evolve as much as JoJo does. Now, I'm not the only one who loves this show. Since this video is nearing the end, I wanted to get a testimony from another fan of the series. Get some outside opinions to prove how great this show is. So without further ado, take it away, Andrew.
If anyone can hear this, please, send help! I'm being held against my will! I've been locked away in this tiny room with only a CRT television and the entire discography of this JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Why are they so sticky? Please, just get me out of here! I don't even know what JoJo is! I haven't eaten in days. I have had to live purely off of JoJo memes as my only source of sustenance. I can't even digest them properly because I don't understand any of them! Someone, anyone, get me out of here!
Hey! Did I say you could speak?
I mean, you literally just said take it away, Andrew.
You know what? That's it. Come here, boy.
Wait,
Come
no,
here.
no,
Come
no,
get it.
not the belts again!
Crap,
Not the belts again!
Okay, well, anyway. In conclusion, JoJo is a masterclass of anime that deserves all the love it gets. I know this anime gets mentioned everywhere and it can drive some people nuts, but this series just has a very passionate fan base and I can fully understand that. JoJo has fueled me with the passion to make videos again. It finally made me fall in love with something the way I love Spider-Man. It gave me something to idolize and look up to. And that is why I love JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Okay, thanks for watching my video, guys. I really appreciate it. This has been like a very long video in the making. This outro is unscripted, but I just have a few things I want to talk about. If you want to dip now, that's fine, but I wanted to talk about a few things. I appreciate the support. I really hope this video like gets loved the way I love it. I just want to show how much I love this series and how much like it means to me, and it's been a long time in the making for this video. I finally have the equipment to make really good videos like this, like highly edited videos. So leave your suggestions in the comments down below, and I'll definitely work on more videos. I want to get more consistent uploads done in the future, and I really hope you guys like this kind of stuff. Some housekeeping, just follow me on Twitch. I do a lot of streams on Twitch now. I haven't made a proper video addressing it, but I stopped streaming on YouTube. I'm sure you've probably seen no uploads, like no streams or anything on YouTube. It's all on Twitch now. So go on twitch.tv/porkchop118YT and give me a follow. Or if you want to help the channel, help me grow, help me buy a PewDiePie chair, help me just like get more equipment and stuff to make better videos and better streams, hit me up in the donation link. Streamlabs will be in the description, and it will be in my about page on my Twitch channel. You don't have to. I'm not telling you to do it, but if you want to help the channel in any way, that really helps. If you want to help the channel for free, just hit subscribe. If you watch this video and you're not subscribed, that would mean so much to me if you just hit that little subscribe button, maybe the little bell. There are going to be a lot more videos like this. It will be spanning across multiple different genres, but yeah, I hope you guys like this kind of stuff. Follow me on Twitch, like I said. Follow me on Twitter, porkchop118. I think that's all. Go follow We Are Soul TV on Twitter. Follow them on Twitter too, but on Twitch. Go follow them on Twitch. They're really cool guys. I've been doing a lot of stuff with them while I've been gone on YouTube, so hit them up. They have a YouTube channel too. I know that they've been making a lot more videos recently, so go hit them up. Go watch their videos, watch the streams. It would mean a lot to me if you did. Hit them up in the donation link too. It would mean a lot to them. But yeah, just subscribe. Just keep watching my videos, and I really appreciate all the support I've gotten. Thanks for Andrew for joining me in this video. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video, coming really soon, hopefully. I'll see you later. Peace out.